CG Gaming here. If you're new to the channel and I'm not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. It will help me out a lot. I want to grow a community of people that enjoy the videos that I create. But yeah guys, let's get into the video. What is up guys? As you see in the thumbnail, this video is about Reforged Ronin. It was translated by MTG Goldfish, but let's get into the video. So Reforged Ronin is a 2/2 body with haste for 1 red that reads, at the beginning of your end step, return the Reforged Ronin to its owner's hand. And then it has the channel ability for 1 generic and 1 red. Then you discard the Reforged Ronin and draw a card. So what this is a 1 mana 2/2 that is basically, it functions the same way as let me just get to it, as a Goblin Guide. But instead of revealing a card, you basically do nothing and then it comes back to your hand. That's arguably worse than Goblin Guide, but still has the same function. And something to note is Reforged Ronin is Pioneer and Standard legal, where Goblin Guide is Modern legal. So that's one key thing to keep in mind. So essentially, Standard and Pioneer is getting their own Goblin Guide. Something else that has a similar function, but instead of going back to a hand, it's a 1/2 body, but if you have 2 or more instants or sorceries in your graveyard, it gets +1, +1, +0 and haste. So these two are exactly the same. This one just has haste with extra steps, but I personally think Reforged Ronin will be an auto include. I like it a lot, and I play Pioneer and Modern. So the reason I like it though is it's a 1 mana 2/2 with haste. So you can turn 1, play it, attack for 2 damage, and then it comes to your hand, which dodges like sorcery speed removal. But one thing to note is if you draw this, let's say it's turn 6, you're looking for a burn spell or a shock or I don't know what, like something in red. Then you can channel it by discarding it, paying 2 mana, and then you can draw a card. So where Goblin Guide would be a kind of a terrible draw late game, Reforged Ronin replaces itself for 2 mana, which I think is very relevant. Keto Lava Runner is just 1 mana with a 2/2 body with haste, with extra steps, and then you get Ragavan, Nimble Pilferer. So Ragavan is a 1 mana 2/1, same as Reforged Ronin, but Ragavan reads, when Ragavan Nimble Pilferer deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card. So we all know Ragavan made waves in Legacy and Modern, but it also has the function for dash. So for 2 mana, you can play it. It deals. It attacks turn 2. Then you maybe create a treasure and exile the top card of that opponent's library, and then it goes back to hand. Same as Reforged Ronin, but same with Reforged Ragavan. If you deal combat damage to the opponent, you exile the top card of that opponent's library, and then you can cast it. So in a way, it replaces itself because you get the chance to deal 2 damage and play something off the opponent's library. But the Reforged Ronin is a solid way to like draw another card instead of Reforged Ronin if it's in the late game. So I don't think this card is ever bad. I think it's a great turn 1 or 2 play if you draw it, and if you need something else, you can basically just channel it, essentially cycle, and then you can replace your draw. But yeah guys, that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this content. If you do, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot, like honestly a lot. I get hyped off even if I get like 10 extra views on the video. But yeah guys, I'll see you in the next video.